We signed him with gas contract. Gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you...
Okay, so JD Vance here, among other techniques, it's really a fire hose, but he uses the technique of glittering generalities. I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country. It gives you a nice feeling in your stomach, light feeling. Diplomacy feels nicer than war. It feels nice, but there's no substance behind it. Zelensky just laid out why that's not an option, why, where previous diplomatic efforts failed. Zelensky obviously is knowledgeable about this, where Vance either pretends ignorance disingenuously or he is ignorant.
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Here, Vance is using the propaganda technique of Gish Gallop. He's rapidly introducing multiple accusations without allowing time for response. These accusations came from nowhere. They did not address what Zelensky just said because he has no answer.
To Ukraine, that you say what problems we have.
I have been to.
Count one.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President.
It's just coming hard and fast. Like, these people are unbelievable. I don't understand how they exist in the world being full of so much falseness. So, among others, the propaganda techniques that Vance is using here, one of them is disinformation. He claims to have knowledge about Ukrainian military practices based on unspecified stories. No doubt he got these stories from Twitter. He does not have firsthand experience. He dismisses the firsthand experience of Zelensky. He's also using the propaganda technique of labeling. He dismissively brands Ukrainian information sharing as propaganda tours. He's also using the propaganda technique of unstated assumption. He presumes that problems with military recruitment are due to unpopularity rather than wartime challenges.
Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
So here, Vance is using the propaganda technique of flag waving. He uses the full formal name of the Oval Office to evoke patriotic sentiment. This is for the base.